Good morning to all. Today I'll be starting a new topic, verbs of incomplete predication. But before studying that, let's take a quick revision of verbs. First, definition of a verb. A verb is a word which says something about a subject. They are also called action words. Example, the man killed a snake. The man is subject, killed is verb, and a snake is object. Subject is the doer of the action and object is the receiver of the action. Kinds of verbs. Transitive verb. A verb which requires an object after it to complete its sense is called a transitive verb. For example, the boy pulled the box. Now when I put a question, what or whom to the subject, I can easily find the object. What did the boy pull? The box. So the word box is called the object to the verb pulled. Intransitive verbs are those verbs which does not require an object to complete its sense but make good sense by itself. For example, birds fly. So birds is subject and fly is verb. So subject and verb together are giving meaningful sentence. We have not added any extra word here. So the verb fly itself is making complete sense and does not require an object after it to give meaning to the sentence. Now verbs also tell what they are. Like I am a teacher, we are farmers, it is a rose. So the words am, are and is tell us what something or someone in is. They are called being verbs. So being verbs are am, is, are, was, were, be, being and been. Has, have and had are the verbs which show possession or ownership or belonging. Like, she has some new storybooks. Storybooks belong to her. I have a pen. Pen belongs to him. They had some new stamps which were stolen. So new stamps belong to them. Verbs also tell us what people are saying, thinking and feeling. Such verbs are called saying verbs. For example, I think this is a good idea. This picture looks very nice. Now, our today's topic is verbs of incomplete predication. So from this we can understand that predication means these verbs belong to the part of predicate. Now, when I define it, it is intransitive verbs which require some words or words after them to make complete sense are called verbs of incomplete predication. Why I am saying intransitive verbs? Because intransitive verbs are those verbs which do not have object in them. Now, with the example, we can understand it more clearly. Here I can say I have written the sentence in two colors. The old man is and then tired. The teacher became angry. Sita seems happy. Now see in these three sentences is, became and seems. They are verbs and they are making no meaning to themselves. So they are called verbs of incomplete predication. Why they are called so? Because they are the part of predicate. Something is added to them to make some sense. Now, what we are adding here is not an object. This is not an object, this is also, and this one also. Therefore, these verbs are not transitive because transitive verbs have object with them. So, in these sentences, some words are required to form complete predicates, and such words are called complements. Like, if I am adding tired here, my sentence is completing the old man is tired. With angry, my sentence is becoming now the teacher became angry. By adding happy, sentence is complete. Sita seems happy. So now when I divide my sentence into two parts, the first part is the old man and the second part is tired. So old man is the subject and is tired is the predicate. The teacher subject became angry predicate. Sita subject and seems happy predicate. So now we can understand that The word tired is a complement to the verb is. The word angry is a complement to the verb became. And the word happy is a complement to the verb seems. So we can define a word or phrase required to form a complete predicate is called a complement to the verb. Phrase is incomplete set of words. So again I'm explaining: tired complement to is, angry complement to became, happy complement to seems.